Yeah, so you moved on from the high school band and you went to Pitt.
Oh yeah, but before that, I was a professional musician at 13.
Yeah, well,
We formed this band, and it was a big 13-piece band. They decided on one of the meetings to call it the Beethoven Bebops, because we played everything from Beethoven to bebop.
mm-hmm.
And we used to play for PTA meetings and things of that sort, you know. But there was a talent show that the YMCA, the Homewood YMCA, held at the Carnegie Library Auditorium right down the street here. And our band won the talent show.
All right.
The guest artist was Dakota State, who was also a Westinghouse High grad.
Yeah.
And so since we won first prize, Dakota got up and sang a blues with us. And she came around and hugged us all.
Mm.
Man, you talk about...
Feeling good.
Oh, no, you just talk about, you don't believe that you're in this environment, you know, with this kind of, when her voice came out of her mouth, we were like, oh man, you know. So the big band did some parties. We could go to any neighborhood because we were a band. So we could go to the Balsuver and the Hill District and all that. They knew us, yeah, that was our passport. That was our passport, you know, to go. Otherwise, you might be careful when you go to. But so everybody knew us musicians, and all the singing groups. The North Side had a bunch of great singing groups. So the Homewood had the All Capris and a couple groups. But they needed a band. So the North Side singing groups would come to us to play for them when they needed a band behind them. And it was all playing by ear. We knew the records and that kind of stuff. And then George Green, I'll tell you, was in that band. George Green, the great tenor player, who's not playing right now because he doesn't have any teeth. But when we first heard George, you see him at
CJ's all the time.
Well, when we first heard Coltrane, we said, "Who's this guy out of Philly? Sounds like you, George." Because George was playing like that on his own when we were teenagers. Okay, and so we formed a combo out of that band when we did our first nightclub. So that started my nightclub career. And then we started getting together with some of the DJs at WIOY, which used to be WHOD. It became WAMO, okay? And Bill Powell was one of the DJs there, and Lee Doris, they called him 3D Lee D. And they used to have cabarets. They would hire our band to play the cabarets. So we're running up and down the road to Uniontown and Clairton and places like that, playing cabarets for these grown-up people. And Honky Tonk was a big hit.
Right, Bill Doggett.
Yeah, Bill Doggett. So we were known as the Honky Tonk Boys because we could play that honky tonk thing, you know.